Hello everybody, welcome to Macam Gaming, and this is actually my very first audio video I'm recording playing Idle Legend. This is a game I've been playing for probably about a week or so right now, and it's just really soaked up a lot of my time. I really liked it, and it's fairly new, so I'm looking for some guidelines online. Couldn't find anything, so I thought I'd make some of my own guidelines. The purpose of this video is to go through the Rift of Time for those of you guys who have not unlocked it and or understand what it's about. But in order to unlock the Rift of Time, you've had to have completed the chapter 6, the Roaming Isles, and then once you complete that, it comes up and it tells you that the Rift of Time has been opened and you can go inside there. So I have unlocked a second one, but the second one is on level 7-4 and it is so hard. Like I couldn't even complete the very first one. So I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through Capital Riots, the very first one. And it was pretty easy. I was able to go through it, and we're going to go through this right now together. So as you can see, I don't think you get any of the treasures again, or if it's opened up again. So this is actually my second time going through this, but the first time I think of just filming this so you guys can see what's going on here. So we'll continue through here. So this, normally when you first come in here, it's blacked out, so you don't get to see anything. It's kind of like if you ever played any of those other games like StarCraft, where it's just black until you go through the area, then it reveals itself. So this kind of this whole landscaping just kind of reminds me like an old Nintendo 64 game. How it's just, here's your little wagon trail. You just kind of go through this one by one. So the purpose of this, or the original one, was when you go through these little dens, this is where the mobs live. And then after that, a treasure chest will spawn, and then you collect the goodies that are inside of it. And then you just have to pretty much just go through the whole map to find all the dens and all the treasure chests. And I think the ultimate thing is to destroy this little portal thing right here. I think that was it. But yeah, I'll just go through this really fast. So hopefully this allows me to go through this so I can show you guys some gameplay. So you go through here. These are the people that are inside there, just normal stuff. You challenge it. And I should be able to go through this pretty fast. So let's see here. Let me put my tankers up here. Put him right there. Usually I like to have my DPS back here on the back wall. Oh, they do have 2 assassins. So this is one of the things I always look at first, to see how many assassins that they have. Because, they like to teleport to the back line. And that pretty much means right here and or right there. And your casters and an assassin, because the bonus that they get is not very good. But I'm almost twice their level. I mean, look at this, like 134k versus 53k. I should just be able to walk through this just really fast with this gameplay, just to show you guys how to and what to expect. So I did this probably around 80k after this. So let me see if I get any. Oh yeah, so you do, it's kind of like the other aspect of it. So you get to choose a card like when you go through the other trials. So let's see here, what do I think is the best one here? I'm probably going to make another video of all the cards that you get and which ones are the best, because there's been sometimes where I've gotten really, really good cards. The one when you start off with like 10% speed or something like that, or 10 seconds of speed up at the very beginning of the match, that is probably like the most epic one here. So one of the things I do like you guys to take note of is like always usually get the ones that say all, because it affects all your players, because some will just have like a single character, which means it only affects that one single character, which really, unless you have that character, it buys you no good at all. So let's go through this really fast here. So increases the health and defense of all allied heroes by 1% for every epic legendary, up to 15%. So that's a good one. All allied requires 300 points of energy in 5 seconds after they first release their active skills. So that's good for getting powered up again for your next ultimate. So and I consider it active skills. For some reason I just call it an ultimate instead of active skills. Let's here, grant 50% to deal fixed damage to an equal to 10%. So these right here, actually none of these are really good, but these are elites. So I'm going to take this one right here just because I want to have the extra health and defense. So and it's elite card. So let's go over here. I don't need to power up anyone, but you can go there if you want. So we'll just go there just to soak it up. Let's go here. Challenge these people. And these people should be dead. So, wow, that was really fast. That ultimate with the little hits on it was fast. That was pretty fast. So I wonder... So let's go here. 10% damage reduction. That's really, really good. This one is not really that good. Heroes with less health deal. No, that one's really not that good. They will obviously. This is the second time this one's come up, so I'm not sure. I think sometimes you can't override it, and sometimes some of these will upscale. So I would like the 10% damage received less. Excellent. I don't think this thing's. This is just like, oh, mercenary camp. I really don't want anyone or need anyone. Actually, I think this one is higher than mine. Excuse me. Let's see here. I actually like that guy as a backline nuker. So let's go here and let's see, is his higher than mine? Oh yeah, his is higher than mine. So I will take my guy out and put this one in. I love his ability to diagonalize. So I always keep him diagonally away from the farthest person because he shoots a beam that's straight across, and it heals him too. I just love this guy. I love it so fast. That is essentially what you want. Ultimates win the game. If you can get your ultimates off faster and before your opponent does, you are almost guaranteed to win. So let's say anything that increases attack speed is what you want for yourself. Let's see here. Let's go through here. Essence of Famous epic. 3 epics here. No elites. Grants 40%. Decreases their attack by 4%. By 4 seconds. When a enemy hero is reduced to 1, it has a 30% shield. Don't really care. I'm not going to use that one. Whenever, nope, don't need that one. So as you can see, this one right here only applies to the undead. So these all apply to everyone else, all your members of your team. So if you happen to have a team with no undead or just 2 undead, then it doesn't apply to them. So you really have to take a look at what these are down here. I'm probably going to do this one right here. This one seems 40% chance to decrease the enemy's attack by 15%. So obviously, if they're hitting slower, they're not generating the energy that they need to do ultimate. So I'm going to take that one, and let's just keep going here. I don't think that does anything, so we'll go fight this one. Let's go. It should be good for this one too. Both ultimates together at the exact same time, and like I said, that is what you want. You just want to go in the wreck and then leave. So again, so this one only applies to just these two. So this one appears just to the dragons, I think. So, or demons. Demon sacrifice. No, don't need that one. So I don't have this guy. I think this is the hunter guy that turns into 3 wolves. So I don't have that one. So I think that last time I got this one, so it does go increase. So this affects all my people. I think the last time I got this one, it was negative 10%. So now it's 15%. So obviously I'm going to collect this because 15% less damage that I'm taking on from my team means I am just doing more damage to them during that time. So let's go through this one right here. Again, like I said, I'd love to keep Gala on the side here. So hopefully the ultimate. Like that last one. So this is just wrecked. So let's see here what we have. So we have 2 elites and 1 epic. So the epic is only for this guy, which I actually have that guy, but I'm not using him right now. So let's go here. Let's see here. Grants normal attacks 30% chance to decrease their physical defense and magical defense. Wow, that's actually pretty good. I'm actually gonna take this one right here to decrease their defenses 30%. Even though I really don't like things that have like a percent chance to do something, because unless it's a high percent, like 100% chance would be perfect. But even a 99% chance, like the one time you need it to work, it's gonna say I'm working it or something. So I think let's go over here to this one. Like we're just gonna go through and clear all these out really fast here. So hopefully 2 ultimates. Everyone's ultimate at the exact same time. Some people are a little bit slower than others, but it's not that bad at all. More dialogue. Oh, we'll just skip all this dialogue. Let's see here. Oh, life steal is always good. Actually, these all look really good here. All 3 legendaries. Let's see here. Recovers 25% of an allied unit's max health when it kills the enemy. That's actually really good. 25% life steal, really good. All surviving heroes recover 40% of max HP after battle. All of these are actually really good because this will give you sustain in a match, and this will give you sustain to the person that's killing, because usually the person who's killing sometimes is usually the closest, sometimes it's not. So this one I'll probably put a little bit lower than these 2 right here. This is actually really good, and that after each battle, everyone should restore back up to full, hopefully. 40%. Like I said, my guys aren't going to be losing a lot of energy right now. I mean, a lot of health. So this one, I don't know, like if this was a higher level, which of these 2, like these are 2 legendary ones, and these are like really good. For me, it would just be a toss up. I'm going to take this one right here just because I like to have that energy, the health after the battle. This is where you can resurrect people I mean, we've been through that before. So let's go through this one. I think we're almost done here. Maybe got 3 or 4 more. So I will put him over here and spread my guys out a little bit. I mean, they're just going to ultimate. Like, I love it when you start out clustered like this. It's amazing. Like, you're going to see these ultimates just come wrecking in, like right off the super fast. So let's see what these are going to get me. So 3 ultimates, 3 epics. So let's see here. 1 is only for goblins. So I do have a couple of goblins, but not enough. So I think this is only for the wizards, mage people. So this is, I do have a lot of those, but I don't think I have enough to, I think I only have 1 that has that trait actually. So when the battle, this is the perfect one right here. I don't understand why this is not legendary. When the battle begins, increase all allied unit speed by 30% for 10 seconds. This right here is like godsend. Like this should be above legendary. Like it should be like legendary with a gold plate behind it, around it or something, because 30% for 10 seconds at the start of a battle, that, like I said, speed up for your guys, damage before their people. Like this is like, oh, like I wish I could get this every single time. Like this is the best one. And you're going to see how fast these people are rolling. Like they died pretty fast before, but they're getting a little bit stronger. So we're going to see what that 30% for 10 seconds is. Whenever the clock comes up, I guarantee the match doesn't even probably last that long now, because my guys are just going to be so fast right now. Time comes to go by. Like it was ultimate, everything off the bat. Like that is like perfect. Anything, like I said, that does time. So these are all for everyone, can use all these. So let's see here. I think I got something like this closest. Like, oh, so I did get the one like this the first time, but I think it was for like 1% or something like that. It was for like, this was 1%, this was 24%. So this is the upgraded version. I wish it would tell you, like, if you've already got it, like it would put like a 2 or some way of labeling it so that you know that you got it and there's an upgrade to it. Or like this should always have, like, all these should have like a 1 beside it, and like this, so that if you've had this before, then they'll put a 2 beside it so you know it's some type of upgrade. But it doesn't do that. But I mean, maybe that's something developers can look at, or maybe you could just, I think that it shows you what your cards are over here, but no one's gonna be checking that every single time. Let's see here. What do we got here? When the enemy's health is below 20%. What? is this. Did I just read this correct? When the enemy unit's health is under 20% of his max HP, so when he has 20% health, or 19% health, or 19.9% health, it dies instantly. Like, what is this? Like, so you're not even DPSing them to 100%, you're only taking 80% away from them. Oh, wow. That, again, this is, yeah, that's just, yeah. So you're pretty much starting out, they're pretty much starting out with 80% health with this card. I mean, it's going to show a full 100%, but they're going to die. Like, I wonder if I can put it on slow and just find someone to die super fast. That's just going to die from this. So, but yeah, I can see, that was like 6 seconds. So actually it was less. I think 2 seconds time rolls by. So it's actually 4-second battle right there. Just from the ultimates happening at the very beginning to speed up, that 30% speed up for 10 seconds. And then the 20% reduction in their health pretty much. Like, it just, those are just some really good cards I have to pick, and I actually got. So this is all RNG. I'm not sure. I didn't get these the last time, so these are definitely not. So when you come through this, it's not going to be the same. And actually, if I replay this again, it probably would not be the same cards. But some, I think the time ones and the instant death one, pretty much at 20%, are like those are the best. And to be able to ultimate at the very beginning. Ooh. All surviving heroes recover 10% of max health after each battle. I always like receiving health after the battle and or before the battle. There's a couple that help you receive health before the battle, because you want your guys full. Like, yeah, this is just a war of attrition here, and your guys need health. Like, if you guys don't have health, you're not gonna make it. Okay, so we've had this one before. 10% of allies health when it kills an enemy. I like this one, but I value health just in case. But I mean, as fast as I'm ultimating, so like right now, if I was playing one that was a little bit higher, like I would probably pick this one just because I like I said, ultimates are what wins the game. But I'm just gonna pick this one just for the full health. I mean, you know what? I'm just gonna pick this one. Maybe I can get 2 ultimates off in that short amount of time. So I think that's it. So like before I went up here, because it was dark, you couldn't see anything. So like I was wandering around here, like, okay, so like I click on this, you can't click on that. I thought I could click on that, click on that, click on this, nothing's clicking. And this is the trials where you can resurrect 2 heroes or give them 100%, which I don't need. So like I was like wandering around here, like what do I do? So you just click. I'm like, am I done? So actually, there is one thing left to do. I think if you click right there, so that is a good thing. It is kind of like Nintendo. You have to destroy this little portal thing, which I don't think it just. Yeah, that's it. And then it tells you like you're done. So that's pretty much it, people. So then, like, you're stuck here. I'm like, well, what do I do? Like, after I did that, I was like wandering around for at least a good 5 minutes. Like, honestly, I was just like, maybe there's something. I was like, you know how like it is in the Legend of Zelda, how you're like clicking on things. So I was like clicking on trees. I was like, is there like a secret passage somewhere? I was just trying everything. I was like, man. What is like? Is there something here? Is there something here? Can I go in the water? I think I tried to come up way too close over here. I was just lost. So I finally found out it was over here. So one thing I do like about this is also you can actually see where. So this top line is your hero's health, and this bottom one is the energy. So you can see these guys are ready to ultimate. He's a little bit off, but like you can see all of these people who are ready to ultimate right now. Obviously, those are the only ones I'm playing, so that's the only reason you can see their energy bars. So they're ready to ultimate. They're ready to go. The bag is where you keep all your cards, so you can see which cards that you had for this. And unfortunately, once you leave here, these all disappear. But I'm going to screenshot this really fast. Give me a sec, people. Just So when I come back and I start to do a video on the cards and the priority on cards that I think will be the best ones, like I said, these two right here, um, oh no, these two, I think are by far the best. Like I said, no, wait, oh yeah, these two. So speed and then it's 20% when they die. Like those two, like I wish I could get those every single time. That is wow. That's I want those every single time. I need those every single time. So this one was 10%, which was an elite one, and then so I think it upgraded it to epic one. So I wonder if next time, if I had got lucky, it would have said like a barbarian helm, but it would have been a legendary one at like 20%. I think I've gotten that before. I never really paid attention to it, but yeah, these are all the cards that you get that you use. Like I said, unfortunately, they disappear. I wish I could save them for the next one. I'm not sure what the log is. Oh, but in order to exit, you have to go to the menu and close the rift. So you can only have one rift open at a time. So I think if you start progress in another rift and you can't complete it, and then you come back to another one, like you lose the progress that you got. The second one here is a source of chaos. I'm not strong enough to do this. Like I've already tried it, and I'm just have to come back later when my guys are a lot stronger, stronger than what they are now, because I just got totally annihilated the very first time. But thank you, people. This is my very first audio recording of Idle Legend. I hope you guys like it. And this is mostly to show off the Rift of Time, Capital Riots, and how to go through it. I hope to be making more of these type of videos. And if you have any suggestions of any other videos that you would like to see, just let me know. Thank you. So I forgot to tell you what your reward is for completing the rift. So after completing the rift, you will get your first artifact, which is right here. So when I first got the meditation stone, it only had just these two items unlocked. And as you can see here, this star is grayed out. So all these were here, except for this star was all the four of these stars were grayed out. So this is your first artifact you're going to get. And you can evolve it. So when you first get it, you'll have enough of the coals or whatever, I forgot whatever it was, to evolve this first one. And then after you revolve it, you will go to your task, and then it rewards you for evolving it and give you enough credits so that you can get the next one, and then you can evolve it again, and then it still gives you enough credits so you can get this one. But when I finished this third one, it didn't give me the credits I needed for this one. As you can see, I don't have any of these. It actually gave me something else, which I'll show you later. But this is the first artifact that you're going to get. I wonder if they're all the same. I'm pretty sure that they're all the same. So everyone who completes the first rift will get this meditation stone. Health 2400. I mean, it's not really that big of a deal. Like 2400 is not really much. But anything that has like a percentage behind it is really what you want. Like this health 3% is way more substantial than his health 2400, like so much substantial. Skill damage dealt, which I think is the ultimate, which like I said, I don't like to call them skills. For some reason I just like calling them ultimates. Life steal, like, so this one right here is, well, actually whenever I complete it will be 100%. But the energy from normal attacks, so your basic attacks generate energy, which gives you the energy so that you can do ultimates. And so this is very, very crucial, and that you'll get 100% energy. Well, right now I'm getting 50%. And what this means that as I'm basicing, as my tune is doing basic attacks, that is gaining normal energy from it. And the more it can gain, the faster it can do its ultimate, which, like I told in my other video, ultimates win the game. Like, if you can just do ultimates throughout the whole game, you're gonna win. To me, that's the more you can get it off in battle, the faster it's going to be, and the less likely of a chance that you have to lose. So you would want something on this to get energy from normal attacks to someone who's fast. So I put it on Cannon, who is, I think, was my very first legendary that I got. As you can see,
Ready to attack.
1.4 attack speed, which is super fast. Tempest, the dragon, also has a 1.4%.
Sleeping dragon.
I was not sure who I should put it on, but what made me decide
Ready
was
to attack.
It's a 15-second cooldown for this, and I think with this, with the meditation stone, I think it dropped down to like 12 seconds or so, and so usually that means that he can get his ultimate off in battle twice.
Ready to attack.
Normal battle. Whereas Tempest, hers is
Sleeping dragon.
her, but I guess I'm gonna say her ultimate is 18 seconds long. So I would figure it would be 15 seconds to wait, and hers does a lot of damage, but having two ultimates of Cannon
ready to attack.
Just one ultimate of her. And I did do some testing on it, and if it's a long battle, it's going to be a long battle, but when you crucially need it, having Cannon doing his ultimate the second time
ready to attack
saved my life so much, where he is the only one living, and that is, he does his ultimate and kills everyone that's on the screen. So this is your reward, and like all the other gear, you can remove it. Like if I want to remove it and decide, you know, I'm gonna use him for some other reason, and not use him, always move it around. So I'm glad that this game does not give you demerits for trying to transfer gear or paying to unlock gear or having to use like other resources to move gear around. I love this in this game. Most other games do charge that, or they say once you put it on that character, you can never remove it from that character. So I really like
ready
the way
to attack.
This, that you can just move things around. This is perfect. So hopefully when my team gets strong enough, I'll go through the second rift, and yeah, I'll take you guys with me. I'm super excited to go through that, actually. Trying to find ways to get my team up fastest, but it's just the grind is just kind of slow in this game for that reason. So because I'm excited to see what my second artifact is, and that's what like I said, this is what you get after you complete the first rift. Is your first artifact.